All right, let's dive in. Today we're talking marine internet, staying connected on the open ocean, working from your yacht, streaming movies under the stars, you name it.
It's incredible how technology is changing things out there.
You know, I was reading this article the other day, Best Marine Internet, Reliable Solutions for Staying Connected in Remote Locations.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking, how did the people stay connected at sea back in the day? I mean, before all this.
Well, it wasn't pretty. Think clunky satellite phones from the 90s.
Oh, yeah, those things.
Expensive, slow, about as reliable as a paper airplane in a hurricane.
Right. But this article, it paints a whole new picture. Satellite internet, it's come a long way. We're talking speeds that rival land-based broadband, even way out at sea.
It really has. Satellite technology, it's gone through a revolution the last few years. Companies like Starlink Maritime launching these constellations of high-powered satellites, specifically designed for maritime use.
So no more choppy connections.
Yeah.
No more rationing data just to send an email.
Not exactly. Satellite internet is the foundation, sure, but it's not a perfect solution on its own. The article, it highlights all the unique challenges of getting internet on a boat, the constant motion, the weather, the sheer distances involved.
Right.
It's not like you can just run a cable out to sea.
Yeah, makes sense. So even with these new satellites, internet on a boat it's a different beast.
Yeah.
Couldn't you just use your phone as a hotspot? I mean, that's what I do at home when the Wi-Fi is acting up.
You could try, but you'd run into limitations pretty quickly. Cellular networks, they just don't have the range offshore. The further you go from the coast, that signal's going to drop faster than your anchor.
Yeah, I can imagine. And I bet a little rocking and rolling from the waves doesn't help matters.
Exactly. And then factor in the rain, fog, even thick clouds. You start to see why a dedicated marine internet solution is, well, it's pretty crucial.
So satellite internet is the backbone, okay. But what about those times when you need an extra boost? This article mentions something called speed bonding, and I gotta say, I'm intrigued.
Ugh. Now that's where things get really interesting. Imagine this. You're out in the middle of the Pacific, need to join a live video meeting for work.
Okay, yeah, that's a scenario I can definitely relate to.
Yeah.
Even on land, nothing worse than a frozen screen during an important presentation.
But instead of panicking, you lean back, you know your connection is solid. That's the power of speed bonding. Combining multiple internet sources like satellite and cellular, blending them into this super fast, super reliable connection.
So it's like having backup singers for your internet. One connection starts to falter, the others jump in, keep the music going.
That's a great analogy. The technology behind it is called the MDS Blender, from a company called Marine Data Solutions. They're like the conductors of this whole technological orchestra, making sure your internet experience is, well, smooth and uninterrupted.
Hold on, we're talking combining satellite A&D cellular. So even if I'm out of range of cell towers, I'm still connected through satellite. And if the satellite signal weakens, cellular kicks in.
Precisely. Creating a safety net so you're never truly offline, no matter where you are in the world. It's like having a dedicated IT team on your boat, constantly monitoring, optimizing your connection.
Okay, this MDS Blender is sounding pretty impressive. But let's talk speed for a second. We're combining connections here. But does that actually make the internet faster? Or is it just about having a backup?
It's both. Speed bonding doesn't just provide redundancy. It actually combines the bandwidth of all those connections. Think of it like this. Instead of a single-lane road, you've got a multi-lane highway for your data.
So we're not talking about a small improvement. We're talking potentially reaching or exceeding land-based speeds. That's a game changer for anyone who works remotely or needs high bandwidth for video calls.
Absolutely. And the article, it emphasizes that this isn't just a luxury anymore. Marine Data Solutions, they offer solutions for all sorts of boats and budgets, making reliable, high-speed internet accessible to more people than ever before.
This is blowing my mind. So you could be hundreds of miles offshore, sending large files, streaming movies, even participating in virtual reality experiences with minimal lag.
It's all becoming a reality. And the article suggests, for a lot of boat owners, the ultimate combo is pairing that MDS Blender with Starlink Maritime.
Okay, tell me more about this dream team. What makes this pairing so special?
So Starlink Maritime for speed, MDS Blender for reliability. It's like having a high-performance engine, but with a skilled driver to navigate all the internet bumps in the road.
I like that analogy. Starlink, they're known for that cutting-edge satellite network and those sleek flat panel antennas designed to handle, all the demands of high bandwidth activities, even on large vessels.
So let's say you're on a research vessel in the middle of the Atlantic. You need to transmit gigabytes of data from underwater sensors back to a lab on shore.
With this setup, that kind of data transfer, it's a breeze. No more waiting hours or even days for that critical info to upload. That's got to be huge for scientists and researchers.
Yeah.
Anyone who relies on real-time data to make those informed decisions.
Absolutely. And it's not just science. Think about a family cruising the Caribbean. They want to share their adventures with loved ones back home.
High-quality video calls, lightning-fast social media uploads. It's like bringing your friends and family along for the journey.
Exactly. It shrinks the distance, allows people to stay connected in ways that were, well, unimaginable a few years ago.
We've touched on work and leisure, but what about safety? The article, it emphasized how reliable internet, it can be a lifesaver at sea.
That's where that redundancy of speed bonding, it really shines. Imagine you run into some unexpected weather far from shore.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like a sudden squall rolls in, you need to download updated weather maps, adjust your course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In those situations, a dropped connection, well, it could have serious consequences. But with speed bonding, even if one source goes down, the others, they keep you online. You've got access to that critical information when you need it most.
It's like a safety net, woven from multiple internet connections, always there to catch you if one fails.
I like that. And beyond safety, think about navigation, accessing real-time charts, satellite imagery, even crowdsourced data on hazards, optimal routes, all while underway.
It's like having a digital co-captain, providing constant guidance and support to enhance your sailing experience.
And for those who, manage businesses at sea, the possibilities they're endless. Imagine running a charter fishing operation or a luxury yacht service.
You could manage bookings, process payments, coordinate logistics, be in constant communication with your crew, your clients, all from the helm of your boat.
Exactly. It's a level of efficiency and connectivity that brings land-based business practices right to the maritime world.
It's amazing, something we take for granted on land, reliable internet. It can be such a transformative force at sea.
It is. It's a reminder that technology, it has the power to bridge gaps, open up new frontiers, even in the vast expanse of the ocean.
We've talked speed, reliability, safety, but there's another aspect that's crucial in the tech world: future-proofing. How does a boat owner make sure their internet setup doesn't become, obsolete in a year or two?
That's one of the key advantages of the MDS Blender and the solutions from Marine Data Solutions. Their systems, they're designed to be scalable and adaptable.
So as new technologies emerge, like faster satellite constellations or next generation cellular networks, you can integrate them into your existing setup.
Exactly. You're not locked into a static system. You have the flexibility to upgrade, expand as technology advances. So you always have access to the best possible connectivity.
So it's like a modular internet system. You can swap out component, add new features as needed, kind of like building with Lego bricks.
That's a great analogy. And that's where the expertise of Marine Data Solutions comes in. They don't just, install the equipment. They act as trusted advisors, guiding their clients through all the complexities of marine internet, helping them make informed decisions about their future needs.
They're like the Sherpas of the digital seas, leading the way to the summit of seamless connectivity.
Exactly. They understand that every boat owner, they have unique requirements, and they tailor their solutions accordingly.
This has been, wow, a real eye-opening exploration of the possibilities of marine internet. It's gone from a luxury to an essential tool for work, leisure, safety at sea.
And it's clear we're just at the beginning of this technological wave. The advancements we're seeing today, they're paving the way for even more incredible innovations.
Before we wrap up this deep dive, I want to shift gears a bit. We've talked about the practical benefits, but what about the philosophical implications of this increased connectivity at sea?
Oh, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Imagine a world where location no longer limits our connection to the digital world. How might that change our relationship with the ocean itself?
That's a fascinating question, and one that deserves further exploration. Let's take a quick pause to gather our thoughts, and then we'll dive into those uncharted waters together.
Okay, so we're back, ready to tackle those philosophical waters.
Yeah, it really is an interesting thought. This idea that the ocean, a place we usually think of as, escape, disconnection, could become just another part of our always-on digital lives.
It makes you wonder, will something be lost in that transition? I mean, will the peace and solitude that people seek at sea be diminished by the constant, buzz of notifications and emails and all that.
It's a valid concern for sure. There's definitely a certain magic to being unplugged, to really, immersing yourself in the rhythms of the ocean. But maybe this enhanced connectivity, maybe it can coexist with those values if we approach it mindfully.
Yeah, maybe it's about finding a balance, knowing when to embrace the connectivity and when to switch off. Yeah. And just be present in the moment.
Exactly. It's like having a powerful tool. You wouldn't use a chainsaw to carve a delicate sculpture, right?
Right.
We need to be, discerning about how we use technology at sea, respecting the unique qualities of that environment.
So it's not about turning our boats into floating offices or entertainment centers. It's about using tech to enhance our experience of the ocean, not to overshadow it.
Exactly. And I think there's a real opportunity to use this connectivity for good. Imagine scientists conducting real-time monitoring of marine ecosystems, tracking whales, studying the impact of climate change on coral reefs.
It's like giving the ocean a voice, letting it communicate its health, its needs directly to us.
And it wouldn't just be scientists. Sailors, boaters all around the world using their devices to collect data on ocean currents, weather patterns, even plastic pollution.
It'd be citizen science on a global scale, powered by the very technology that keeps us connected.
That's it. We could create this vast network of ocean observers gathering all this valuable information, helping us understand and protect this incredible planet.
It's an inspiring vision. It really highlights how technology can connect us, not just to each other, but to the natural world around us.
And maybe that's the most profound implication of all this. As we gain the ability to stay connected anywhere on the planet, we also gain a greater responsibility to use that connection wisely.
It's a reminder that technology is a tool. And its impact, it really depends on us, on our intentions.
I think the key takeaway here is staying connected at sea. It's not a pipe dream anymore. It's a reality, and it's evolving fast.
Yeah.
Offering this blend of convenience, opportunity, and responsibility.
And as we've seen, it's not just about the tech itself. It's about how we integrate it into our lives on the water, respecting that delicate balance of the marine environment, while also harnessing its power to connect, to explore, to learn.
So as you set sail on your next adventure, remember, the world is quite literally at your fingertips. Use that connection wisely, responsibly, and with a sense of wonder. Who knows what incredible discoveries await you out there?
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of marine internet. Until next time, may your connections be strong, your adventures epic, and your appreciation for the ocean, well,